Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love? Four verts. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep, and for him to show off that big, big arm.
We see some of that big arm right here. He has been great. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 26-yard line.
Now back to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
That's good for a Carolina.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magical elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Number 35, the ball.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting...
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Rolling to his right.
The quarterback.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ball carrier.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They'll roll him out right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 4 yards out. And the Saints get a bit closer.
For the point after.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Number 38.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
36-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. Now the ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Taken down at the 40.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
That's good.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll buy some time right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2.
3 yards.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 20.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Saints.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
New Orleans.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Kamara.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be third down. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up second and goal at the Panthers' 4-yard line.
Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Carolina offense about ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves its sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Sliding out of the pocket. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown,
he's got a man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
A big play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
no, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield, either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves? That's going to be key for them.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they take a knee. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Davis is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
10-10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
38.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Carolina, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.